Well, I just gotta say welcome back to some Star Citizen. If you're not on that hype train for 3.0, I don't know if you're breathing, because it's close. Like, I'm going nuts right now, really wanting to get into the PTU, but we'll stay here with riding in the older version, and let's check out some ships. Let's talk about what ships I chose, why I chose them, kind of get in depth of mechanics behind, or at least the thought process behind why I chose what I chose. So let's hop in. We're gonna go reverse, but this time we'll bring it to the hangar. One of my personal favorites, Revel in York, absolutely beautiful. So that's the one we're gonna go into now. I love the soundtrack to that too, it's great. Oh, look what's out! Woo! Didn't even have to call her down. This is the first ship I wanted to go over. This is probably the biggest surprise to me in the game up to date. So, the surprise for me is when this thing came out, I was like, oh, okay, alright. It can carry a little cargo, but you know, it's not going to be that easy to use, and I just don't know if it'll live up to the hype, you know what I'm saying? But then they launched it out, and they came out with modules. So I believe originally they stated the front end can be swapped out for a couple different things, and I'm guessing something like the Banu Merchantman, where you'd be able to sell stuff wares out of the front end. It's just, that would be awesome. We need those vertical ramps. Chris Roberts, if you're listening, oh my gosh, we need those ramps. It's really, I'll show you guys what I mean by that once we get inside. But as you can tell, like, I'm walking along this thing, and it's taking me a while to get down here. I like that. Yeah. Look at that. Look at the shine off that dome. Alright. Back to business. The Caterpillar. Absolutely amazing. A couple things to point out that I didn't like, and we'll go through that as well, but absolutely a beautiful ship. Bottom turrets, these stock ones, I didn't like them at all, so what did I do? I slapped these big Gatling guns right here. Apocalypse arms, Gatlings, both sides. Woo! Every single player that I've had to get in my ship that's hopped in one of my turrets and experienced these Gatling guns has just been like, wow, those turrets are awesome, because they are. So check them out. If you see me in the verse, just hit me up. Take the ship. You can fly it around, whatever you want to do. I'm here to share and teach, and if you guys got questions, let me know. I'll respond back. This is a game for me. Absolutely in love with it. So as you can see, I come down through here. Now, one of the biggest glitches about this ship at the current moment, but once the locking mechanism that comes in with 3.0, this shouldn't be an issue anymore, but you can just come up and, oh hey, I want to hop in my ship. Yep. Oh yeah. But for what the ship is and what it does, I'm pretty happy with it. I think it's great. Absolutely beautiful cockpit. Having that inversion shooting, so someone's trying to just come underneath you and just rip up this whole center side, they're not going to be able to do that. And like I said, Gatlings are just, woo! I'll show you what those things are like later. Go fight some pirates. Try to get some people in here. So yeah, I originally got this as just a throwaway ship. I was going to trade it in for something else. Wasn't sure what I was going to trade it in for yet. But then I really just started using it a lot, and I actually fell in love with it. Like, this might be more of a favorite than the other ship that is my like primary ship, which is the Reclaimer. That's a salvage ship. It's going to be absolutely behemoth, huge crew requirement to be able to get it going. Probably a lot of costs behind that as well. So we'll see how that goes. But this ship here should be a jack of all trades, master of none. So it can do everything, but it's not good. It's not amazing at any of it, but it's good at everything. You know what I mean? But it's going to have its weaknesses for having all those advantages. And obviously it's a huge ship. It's only got 2 turrets. You've got 2 sets of guns on the main emergency ship and slash. I'll explain that once we get up there. But yeah, that's not too bad. We're gonna head up through here. I'm gonna show you the other side. Absolutely beautiful looking. I love this ship. Just imagine, you know, you got somebody flying, you're going through, you're just able to look through here and relay some coordinates when you're landing or coming in on a planet, just sitting there scoping it out, seeing any threats. It's just awesome. Alright, so let's get this going. That's one bay. Oh, I don't want to go up there. They're down there yet. Get back up. Oh, technically bay 3, but 4. And that front one I was telling you about, that should be able to be some type of store. And the lift come down. Now what I don't see is a vertical ramp. So how are people going to come up and see my wares? Or how am I, on any of these modules currently, these are all just cargo modules, how am I going to be able to get my stuff off here? That's a huge jump. Can't drive anything up, can't take anything down. These have to come out and go down to the ground. That's the only way I can see it working. Now these can be swapped out for a bunch of different modules, so they say, but they haven't officially announced which ones I believe. Now if I'm wrong, please mention in the comments and I'll have to do a follow-up on that. But so far I believe they have not officially announced what you're going to get. Alright, little crew quarters here. Sleeping. Very nice. Let's check out what's going on with the ship for, you know, where we are in the galaxy. It's kind of like a huge map, you know what I mean? Some more engineering stations, and this is going to lead you back into that first docking bay, and then engineering data, like system accesses. Yeah, let's see, more systems. So this is probably going to be all engineering bay. So underneath the turret. Let's see. You saw this one, so let's head on up. Show you the top side. So, we covered everything there. Server access, a little bit of data mining, data spikes. Like, that's absolutely going to be amazing to be able to do that on the fly. Like I said, versatility, being able to do jack of all trades, master of none, good at everything, but it's going to have its weak points. It's just such a beautiful ship, too. Alright, so, let's head over here to the bridge. Slash emergency ship. So, see how I got up here. Command access. You hit one door, which is actually, I believe, 2 doors. I think. Maybe just one. Now, right here it'll separate. That whole thing we just went through is its own hull. Has no control over it once it separates. This is for emergency purposes only, I believe. I don't know if you can just set it and then just reattach anytime you want, but if you could, that'd be dope. Pilot seat, absolutely stunning pilot seat. They did an amazing job with that one. It absolutely took my breath away. The ship with its rugged designs, just I don't know. If I'm gonna be out in space and I'm gonna want to do whatever I want to do, I can do it on this ship. And then, now, like I said, this is a separate ship, so you have your own crew quarters down here as well. With all the amenities, full-size beds, still 4 of them. You still get that table, still get that, but here's an emergency hatch, I believe, at some point, or it may just be like a landing hatch, and then this is underneath the ship, that emergency thing. It's still part of it, but access engineering, other stuff like that. So, like I said, the ship originally, I was just like, wow, like, it's a cool looking ship, I guess, but I just didn't fall in love with it. But after really using it for a while, researching it, finding out about the modularity concept, even though I knew it was going to be modular, I didn't really sink in yet how effective this is going to be. Now, I'm a single player. Yes, I've got a couple of friends that may or may not be playing this game. They're kind of still wishy-washy over it. But yeah, this game just, I don't know, it's amazing. That's all I can say. Anybody who truly just gets their mind blown by this game knows what I'm talking about. Take away the hangar right now. Picture we're on a planet. We're in the middle of a sandstorm. I have everything open because we're trying to salvage something. I have two of these bays, these two front ones. I'll make them salvage bays. These rear two, or this one I'll make cargo, and this one I'll haul, who knows. We'll say two cargo, two salvage. The front one I'll put in some type of land vehicle to assist. Over here is a broken down ship. We're salvaging parts, bringing it back in, chopping them up even more, and then storing them in our cargo. Taking off. I feel like this ship can be ran from anywhere from 3. I mean, it calls for 4, I believe, but 3 minimum. And then you could have potentially... I'd really like to see how many you can fit in here. Any guesses, guys? Has anybody tried that? Just trying to fit per bay. How many people can you fit in there? Just standing around. If you had to do like an emergency exit off a planet, you're with your organization, all your ships are landed except for the Caterpillar, and somebody comes in, another organization comes in and wrecks all your ships all at once. You're stranded. There's 40, 50 of you just kicking it somewhere on the planet all by yourselves. Here comes a Caterpillar. How many can you fit in here? With it close, we'll say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We'll say 8. So 30, maybe 30 people, 25. We'll say 25. So that's 25, 50. Let's be conservative. 75. Oh, there's 100. There's 100 people right there. We didn't even count up there. Anybody chilling? And you still have this bay. Now, say your crew wants to go straight exploration like crazy. You can probably get something like a deep scanning suite, where it might open up and you'll have some type of antenna pop out. There's just so much potential to the ship, so I think it's gonna be great. I'm definitely gonna be rocking this one from 3.0. Unless they have my reclaimer, then I'm definitely going for that. No, the reclaimer is absolutely gonna be like only when I have all my friends on, because I don't know if I can trust the AI that's gonna be coming in and stuff like that. So let's call out this ship here. It's taking up all my space. Now we're bringing another ship that I found. What size we got here? Alright, so let's bring out this one. We all love the Starfarer. Well, all of us space truckers do for that much. Look at that! I mean, come on. Any space trucker would just dream of having this thing. You're just flying around in your little freelancer, and then you're just rolling past this thing going, wow. Full refinery on board. You could have So much potential to make so much money. You can, I believe you're going to be able to swap all of these tanks out for dry cargo boxes as well, which is going to hold a lot of cargo. Pop this baby open like so. Shoom. Look at that. Absolutely stunning. We'll leave that down for now because it just looks that good. Don't know if this is going to be bounty hunting cells because it kind of looks like something along those lines, but probably absolutely wrong, and this is something to do with the refining. That's probably the refinery right there. You got extra seats for crew. Ooh, let's do the bottom here first. Cargo, cargo, cargo. You're going to be able to store stuff in all of that, I believe. Escape hatches. Escape hatch. Docking collar. I'm not sure what that's going to be for, but probably something along the lines of the gas. Same thing with that. Not sure what that's for, but something along with the gas. So this is probably engineering floor. Refining floor. Absolutely love this ship though. It's got some really massive guns on it. You can put the Gatlings on there if you want. Let's go out the back first. This is airlocked like crazy. Super deck. You take these elevators up to the next floor, which we'll do once we're done. Engineering station. So this is for possible refueling jobs. Not really sure, but this will have the ability to refuel, just do everything you want it to do. Amazing. I didn't mean to do that. I clipped out of the wall there. These big ships have a tendency to have clipping zones. So when you're flying, really try not to get all crazy and running around too much because you might end up hurting yourself. Check that out. I don't remember all that going on. Seems like everything's just getting a lot better on this ship every day I look at it. So this is another engineering quarters. I'm pretty warm right now in sunny California. That'll bring us to like the crew quarters, which I'll take to you guys next. This is all just engineering purposes, another lift access. Engine room, hyperdrive room. Absolutely awesome though, like I'd kick it in the verse. If this stuff was absolutely real, I would be doing it. And I'm pretty sure all of you out there watching this thing would do the same thing. This is just way too cool. Way too cool. Let me go out in space. Alright, so this is duplicate on both sides, okay? So you have these types of areas, and then at the end you have a turret. And if you look across, same thing. They mirror each other. There's a turret on each end. Now up in the front, you have a top turret for another member. And then let's go up this way. Alright, guys, I'm not feeling so well. I think I'm retired at my captain's quarters. You guys can go ahead and sleep in here. It's an amazing difference between the Caterpillar and the Starfarer for how the bedrooms look. Male and female bathrooms. Yeah, giggity. Let me in there. Alright. Then, top turret, like I told you. We're going to go into the kitchen. We'll make yourself some food. Mingle with NPCs, other players. This is home sweet home for the captain. This is my captain quarters. Absolutely awesome. You should be able to control a bunch of things, find out what's going on, communicate with the bridge. I love the fact that they threw that in there. That's just hilarious. Because, I mean, if you are the captain of this ship, it's just going to be amazing looking out. And in future videos, you'll see me flying this thing around, and I'll get into those views for you so you can see it just coasting through space. let's head on down. Yes. Alright, so that, the Starfarer, man. Be still my heart. I am a space trucker. I love it. It's amazing. Let's bust something else out here. Now, I had the Gemini version. This is the base model. Gemini version is got a thicker hull, less cargo space, less fuel capacity hauling, but it gets way thicker armor. It does have a little bit of a different aesthetic to the ship overall, in a green, kind of military-ish style. It also comes with rocket pods out the front, which I have to say I've gone in and just fought some pirates with a Starfarer Gemini, and just no issues. You just blast them. It's awesome, but the sacrifices for me personally, I felt were not worth it when I had the Reclaimer already. Having this ship's going to be really helpful for whatever organization I end up joining. I don't know, it's just, I can't wait to get deep into the verse and be able to check out a lot of different planets. It's going to be awesome. Let's get rid of this ship and we'll bust in the next one. Oop. There we go. I'm gonna follow this line down. Looking for the markers. Where you at? Should have seen you already. There's one. What size are you? Oh, 5 to 6. Huh. Am I just missing it? Wow. Okay. I don't know if you guys saw that, but I thought the ship disappeared. That's what I needed to do. Boom! Now she's gone. Now I can get into some other things. Alright, so I'm going to talk about this ship real quick. This is the MPUV Argo Cargo. It's a pretty awesome ship. I don't recommend everyone getting it because you're not going to be able to just jump from place to place with it. It's strictly for if you have a port that you really, really like. Let me get in 1 second here. I'm turning my AC. It's getting warm. Getting warm. Let's see, what's the temperature say on this beast? 92. All right. Yep, getting a little hot. There we go. Okay, so reason why I got this ship. I may not keep it. I just bought it to kind of have something in place to play around with. But after using it for a little while, I was really thinking when I get the Prospector, which I don't own yet, but I will own. That's a single-man mining ship. It's got all these little storage pods on the side, which I feel when you get to detach it, you can pop it in this thing, escort it back into the Starfarer, which this thing should definitely fit inside of, and you'd be all set, good to go. But yeah, that's pretty much the only reason why I bought it. Caterpillar, that thing's so good, I really won't need to have this thing. The Reclaimer, the Prospector may come in hand using, or may come in useful when having this thing. So you can get in through the side here. Oop. Time to crouch. That's not what I meant to do. There we go. So you're inside here. Sit down in your seat. It's actually it's pretty cool for what it is. And it's really quick. When we get in the verse, you'll see this thing just whipping around. It's awesome. Not a lot of people have it either, so when it's busted out, there's a lot of people that kind of look at it and go, wow, that's pretty cool. Because it is. Next ship. So, Super Hornet and the regular Hornet, I'm not really interested in those. I'm more of going to be a trader, salvager, miner, industrialist, trade, just all over the trade section. I'm going to try to really stake a claim in there one day. But this right here for fighters, the only fighter I'm ever going to own, I think, is going to be this ship. That's the Saber. Like, I've tried the Vanguard, I've tried all the ones that are flyable. And even the MISC Freelancer, which I absolutely love, and it's got so many missiles on it, I still feel that this, if you're going to go just get into a fight with some pirates, or you yourself are a pirate and you're just going to look to take down a ship, so one of your friends can come in with a caterpillar like me, hit me up, I'll bring my salvage, I'll help anybody for a price. You know what I mean? Gotta make your money, put the food on the table. You give me a little extra spare parts on the side, I'll come help you out. But anyways, Saber, amazing ship. Fell in love with it when I first flew it, and I just have not been able to get it off my mind. So here she is, in all her glory. And I will hop up in the pilot seat here, just to show you, because I absolutely love it. Now this bubble will be gone. It's just a little glitch right now. Look at that though. Oh, it makes me feel like I'm just using my sticks. You know what I mean? Just chilling. Great views. It would be great to have a little bit more of an opening right there, but I get it. But I like that. And if you remember looking at the Caterpillar's front main cockpit, it kind of resembles that a little bit. It's got that square pattern. It's just, I don't know. Gotta have it. Gotta have it. So we will hop out of this one. Let's get into another one. This next ship I'm going to bring out is kind of just one of those ships I fell in love with the look, and that's why I got it. It will be pretty fun later on, but right now it's just, I don't think up for the challenge of what I want to put it through. So that's the Reliant Core. This I really hope to just hop in the verse. You know, I got my bro or org mate or somebody in there, and we just want to go explore, go have some fun, go pick up some cargo, maybe do some manual salvaging. It's a pretty cool ship. So the way you see it right now is it's horizontal plane when it's in landing mode, but both sides of those wings and those engines go completely vertical from where I'm standing, up and down all the way when you're in flight mode, and you are just zipping around. It's awesome. So we'll open her up. Look at that! Come on! Come on! That's amazing. You know what? I'll do one of these, kind of like I'm a salesman for the thing. Oop. But look at that. That's just so cool. Yeah, it is good, right? You should buy it. You should buy it. It's a starter package, 85 bucks. Oh my god. Now, it should be fairly easy to get when you're in the Persistent Universe, when you can actually, they've implemented the fact that you can buy ships and with the in-game currency, which you'll be able to do with every single ship that they come out with. Unless there is a limited number of them ships, let's say like the Idris, or the Javelin, or one day the Bengal, or if they, just all those super huge $2,500 ships, $5,000 ships. Who knows what it's going to end up getting to before the game comes out. But $85. Starter package, everything, boom, you got it. The best $85 I've ever spent. It got me into the game. I actually originally only spent the $45 to get like an Aurora. But yeah, I upgraded to this because it's worth it. You got the mag lock floors so you can carry cargo. Coming up to the front, pilot, co-pilot. Boom, you are good to go. You were just flying around the verse. Bum 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 blam, blam blam blam. Okay, now this ship, I don't own it. I think I'm just getting it because I'm a subscriber, but oh my goodness, this is a fun ship. Now it kind of looks like pretty fragile, right? Like a little bit glassy. Looks kind of like a I don't know, like a spider ants type of thing. Looks really aggressive. If you know you got 2 or 3 of these behind you, you're in trouble. But if it's just one of them, I don't know. I don't know if it's worth having. And this is a super expensive, rare fighter to have. Don't quote me on the costs, but I want to say it's well over $250 for this. Well over that. But I really don't have a figure for you at this time. Do I think it's worth it? No, not at all. And let's just say it's a $250 ship. The Caterpillar we had earlier, when it first came out on concept sale, was around that price. So, I don't know. What would you rather have, that? Or the Caterpillar I showed you earlier that had all the modularity? I'm pretty sure anybody's going to go, this is cool, but it's really not durable, and I'd rather have that. Now, it may have a really low IR signature, EM signature, every other signature possible, but I still don't think it's going to be worth it. There's going to be better ships out there. If you're just a single person going out into the verse, looking for a single ship to own, definitely not one to get. Do not do it. Same thing with the Argo over there. Do not do it. And I suggest if you're going to get only one ship in the game and you're not solely looking to get into dogfighting and just fighting and that's it, don't get the Saber. Only get that if you have something else to do that is your money maker. You want to have a money maker in game. You got to have it. If you don't have it, what's the point of playing? You know what I'm saying? Unless you're just going to be like a pirate or something. Let's see here. This one, I highly recommend to anybody. Reliant Core all the way. Now, I'm really not sure which one, what ship overall I would recommend for anyone who got into the game. But if you really just want to get in and explore, do it at a cheap price, cheap-ish price, and also support the game. Once the game comes out, you just buy the game, and then you can get in there with the basic ship, and then fly yourself around and make your credits or upgrade your ship from there. But if you want to start a little bit off a little bit better, and you really want to support the game, then put the money in. They need the money to get the game done anyways. Most crowdfunded game in history to date, I believe. Most crowdfunded thing ever. Not just a game, but just period. Most crowdfunded thing ever in history, I believe. I don't know, man. I want to get a damn tattoo of Star Citizen on my chest. This game is just that awesome. Let's get into the verse, though. Like, I love talking about the hangar stuff here, but I think I'm gonna have to change it up to flying around in the verse. So I hope you like my talk about the ships in my fleet and why I chose them. I do have the Nox as well. I have the Terrapin and the Cyclone package, which I'm really upset about. They didn't really tell us, hey, the Cyclone's not going to be able to fit in the Terrapin, so if you're buying the package thinking that's going to happen, don't buy it. Too late, already did it. Thanks. I'm going to have to definitely sack that one as soon as I get a chance. The Terrapin, I was kind of excited for when I found out there's going to be zero cargo capability and really not much modularity. It's specifically towards its one role, which I'm fine with, but every ship that size should have a little bit of cargo, I feel. It's not worth it for me. But favorite ship out of all the ships that we brought out is by far going to be either the Starfarer or the Caterpillar for me. They're both kind of equal. Caterpillar's really growing on me though. It may end up changing. But we will be right back. Give me just a few minutes and I'll come back with another stream and we'll get this thing going. Alright? See you in a second. That was Lucky's Hangar.